Right guys, do you want to come through? In you come folks. Do let me know if you've got any injuries that I need to be made aware of today before we start. In you come guys, welcome. Come on through folks. In you come. Do let me know if you have any injuries or adaptations that we need to think about today. Get yourselves in, set up, bring your water in with you. In you come folks. Get yourselves in. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll get everyone settled in. That's fine. Yeah.
Which lane can I go? Sorry.
So if you pop your set up, is anyone in lane 5 cardio to start with? 5 cardio. Are you on that one? I've got someone just about to go on that one. If you start on there for me, thank you. Alright guys, is everyone in? Just check in, everyone's told me what injuries they have. Adaptations today. Fabulous. Alright guys, get yourselves in and set up.
Sorry, I'll also get that belt. Oh, it's really now, sorry.
Alright guys, good morning, welcome, hope you're all feeling good today. So for those of you that have never had a class with me before, or you are new to Blaze, my name is Sarah. I'm going to look after you for the next 45 minutes today of our Blaze class. Just before we start, if you do have your MyZones with you today, just make sure they are switched on their feet and your name is up on the board. We are going to go, as always, for our target of 9 to 18 minutes in the red zone today. Predominantly, you're going to be able to get that in our cardio zone. As you can see, we do have a small incline on those treadmills. The aim of your cardio today is to get to the top of that hill whilst working under some speed as well, which I'll explain to you in a moment. Your other opportunity today for that red time is going to be in our combat zone. We're going to build on our rounds today. So again, we're going to work on that technique and raising that heart rate. And then we're going to bring the heart rate back down in our strength zone, ready to go again. So let's get warmed up before we start. Feet just outside the hips. We're going to start with a squat into a jab cross, squat through and then jab cross. Just getting those arms and legs going, easing into that squat, just making sure you're waking up those muscles. Perfect. We're going to take it into a front stepping lunge next. So we're going to step forward, reaching up towards the sky. Okay, so step up, big reach through. Working on getting that knee down, just work on your balance as well. Good job, nice. Alright, we're going to take it into those walkouts. So reach down, give the hamstrings a stretch. Walk out in front of you, then we're going to walk back up again. Okay, so working into the upper body as well as you go into our walkout. Like I say, give those hamstrings at the back of the legs a little stretch through on the way down. Perfect. And then on your next one, I want you to stay in that plank position. You can drop to the knees if you need to. Chest towards the floor into those push-ups. Good. We just want to be working into that core, into that upper body now as well. Make sure you're breathing. Nice. And then let's take it into our groiner step. So back into that plank. Left foot to left hand reach. Look at your hand as you reach up. And then switch. Keeping it dynamic, keep moving from side to side. Perfect. Bring it over for me. We're going to take it into a crunch and punch. So onto your back, we're going to bring it into a sit-up, punch at the top. If you're struggling to get all the way up, just bring those shoulders off. I want you to feel that into those abs, or warming up into the core. Nice, right, let's raise the pulse. Bring it up onto your feet. Let's start off with some squat jumps. Squat low, jump high. Get those arms going to get a bit of height as well. Good, we want to turn some of those tiles yellow now. We want to get nice and warm. Good job. Take it down to the floor. Nice quick mountain climbers. So back into that high plank. Drive those knees in. Good job, nice. Keep going. And then we're going to finish off our warm-up chest to floor burpees all the way down. Jump forwards and then a little jump at the top. Off we go. See how many you can squeeze into the next 20 seconds for me. There we go. We're getting a nice bit of green yellow up on that visor now. This is perfect. All the way, guys. Give me a few more seconds. Great job. Good. Right. Keep yourself stood up, keep moving around, let's keep warm. I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of combat stuff now for the next minute. So one thing that's going to come up in all 3 rounds today is going to be your lead rip, okay? So you can do this with me, guys, in your fighting stance. If you're right-handed, that's your left foot forward. We want our guard up, okay? So with our lead rip, we have a little step to start with. So we want to come to the side of the back. We're going to load through our hips, and then we're going to fire up into the side of the bag, okay? So if you imagine this punch bag as a person, we want to be aiming for the ribs of our person, okay? So if I show you on the back, we're in that fighting stance. We step first, we're loading through his back leg as we come through the hips, and then we fire into our opponent's rib cage, okay? So when we speed it up, it's step load, we come back into that fighting stance, okay? So like I say, that's coming up in all 3 rounds today of your combat zone, so lots of practice. Right, to round 1, let's get started. So your cardio zone, this is, like I said, where we want to try and get some rep time today. So we've got number 2 on that incline to start with. Every minute we're going to go up a little bit, so we're going to do 2, 4, and 6 today. So minute 1, number 2, minute 2, number 4, minute 3, number 6. In between that, we're also going to do some sprint intervals. So we're keeping it relatively low with the incline, so you can get 30-30 sprint intervals. Recovery pace, and then into a nice fast run if you can. In the middle, we're going to do 2 exercises. We're going to rotate 30 seconds on each one. Now we're working on legs, our lower body to start with. We're going to do front squats to begin with. So we load up at the front. If you imagine this is kind of a barbell situation, we'd be having that barbell right at the front, tucking in those elbows and sitting into our squat. We're having to use core stability as well as those arms. 30 seconds, we're then going to take it into a stiff-legged deadlift. So imagine you've got a hinge through your hips, down to the centre of the shin, and then back up. So nice straight legs, just soft through the knees, down towards the shins. 30-30. Combat, we've got a lead rip, a lead hook, and then we're going to take it into a rear elbow strike, okay? So your lead rip, like I showed you, your lead hook, elbow strike is a head shot, making sure it's the forearm into the bag, okay? So it's lead rip, lead hook, same side, and then into that elbow shot. Rip, hook, elbow, okay? Practice that in the first 20 to 30 seconds, and then we'll layer on some speed and some power into that combo. Right, grab your weights out, ready strength. You can start up those treadmills. We are going to start with a recovery pace. Right guys, you ready? Let's go. Take it into those front squats to start with. Just working your mobility. Well done, nice. So the weight is distributed slightly differently to a back squat. Like I say, you're having to use a little bit more through those arms into that core. Cardio, I want you to speed it up for 30 seconds, so let's hit that speed on the right hand side into our stiff-legged deadlift. So hinge at the hips, knees are soft, back is straight, shoulders back, and you should get this in the hamstrings into the back. Right, if you don't mind resetting that treadmill as well, just be careful getting it on and off. Pop those weights away. So if you're heading into the strength zone, guys, we're going to need 2 weights out ready for your front squats. And then we've got those stiff, those straight-legged deadlifts. You can probably get away with the same weights for both. Right, combat, we're taking into our lead grip, our lead hook, and then our rear elbow. But try and keep the legs straight with this one. We're taking a little bit more into those hamstrings. Let's go, combat. Come on, let's get them gloves on. Let's get ready to fight. Lead rip, lead hook, rear elbow. Okay, cardio. Bring your speed back down. We're going to take it up to number 4 on the left-hand side. Let's go back into those front squats for me, stretch. So loading up the dumbbells at the front. Good. Slightly different distribution of the weights. Locking those arms. We're working a little bit harder through the upper body with this one. As well as working those quads, those glutes in those legs. Looking good, guys. Nice. Right, so we should now be on number 4 cardio. I want you to dial up that speed on the right-hand side. Let's go for it. 30 seconds nice and fast. And let's go back into those deadlifts. Well done. We've got some great technique going on here. Perfect. Good, very nice. Nice and steady on the way down to them shins. And then back up to the top. Good. Right, combat. How are we getting on? We've got that combo. So you've got that body shot with the rip. You go back in with the hook to the head. And then that rear elbow, also a head shot. Okay, cardio. Bring it back down. Recover. Let's go one more set of those squats. Make sure we're breathing here as well, strength. Good work. Load up those dumbbells at the front. Good. Cardio, we're going to take that incline now up to number 6, okay? A little bit higher through that incline. That's going to mean you're going to have to really power up on this next one. Well, let's go. Hit that speed. Back into those stiff-legged deadlifts. Nice. Nice and steady on the way through. Good. Try and keep your legs nice and straight. We just want a little softening through the knees. We've got the core now hitting into that red zone. That's perfect. Over in combat. 3 of those flashing lights. Give me 3, 2, 1. On your treadmills. Well done. Reset your incline now back down to number 2. Well done. Right, you've got a little bit of a breather now. Your heart rate is going to come back down. Move across the room. We've got 3 more minutes on round 1 before we change things up a little bit. So grab a couple of weights for strength. We've got those front squats to start with, and then those stiff-legged deadlifts. Combat, a little reminder, you've got that lead rip, so remember, step, load, explode. Lead hook on the same side, and then your rear elbow strike. Right, let's go. Cardio, recovery pace. Just double check that you're on number 2 for the incline. Nice and steady for 30 seconds, whatever that recovery pace might be to you. And then we're going to dial it up a little bit into that interval. Well done, guys. Those squats are looking good. Make sure those heels are into the ground. Push the floor away. Cardio. Turn the speed up. Well, let's go. 30 seconds. Take it into your deadlift. So a little bit like your normal deadlift. This time our legs are straighter. We want those shoulders back. into number 4, guys, and let's turn up that speed. Off we go. Back into those deadlifts. Shoulders back. Switch on those hamstrings in the back of your legs. Right, we've got some nice high yellow zones now. Sub, Dino. Let's see if we can turn those tiles red before the next minute is out. Right, bring your speed back down, cardio. We've got one final set of those front squats. So while you're recovering treadmills, I want you to take your incline now up to number 6. And we're going to get ready for that final interval of round 1, okay? With deep breaths, prepare yourselves to hit some nice speeds. For about 40 seconds with this combination, let's dial up that intensity. On we go, cardio. You know what to do. Hit that speed. Double set elbows, stiff-legged deadlifts. Nice and steady on the way down. Drive through the pool on the way back up. Good job, nice. Guys, we've got 10 seconds. Do not stop there. You've got a nice recovery break on its way. We've got Dino and Nicole now finishing up in that red zone. 3, 2, 1. Hit 0. Well done. Bring your incline back down to number 2 while you're there, guys. Good job. Be careful getting on and off those treads. Right, if you pop your weights out of the way now, guys, we are now into round 2. So take a little breather. You've got 90 seconds to reset that heart rate while I talk you through the next round. The good news is, guys, our intervals are going to remain the same. Our incline is going to remain the same as well. So you've got 2, 4, and 6. You know what to expect. Now I just want you to dial in with that speed. Right, guys, so then we are going to take it into our upper body now. So we have got a seated curl and press to start with. You're going to perch on the edge of your bench. Underhand grip to start with, elbows tucked in. We curl with the biceps, rotate into that press, okay? So we're here for 30 seconds, curl and press. Right, our next one, we are going to take it into our back muscles. So we're going to hinge again through the hips, chest is almost parallel to the floor, and we're going to squeeze into those shoulder blades, okay? So a bent over row. 30-30 again as before. Right, combats. So you've got your combination. We're going to build onto that combination now. So we have our lead rip, our lead hook, and our rear elbow. This time you're going to come back in with the cross. So again, another head shot. Okay, so it's a rip, a hook, an elbow, and then into a cross. Nice and quick, speed it up once you get it, and we go for it, okay? Right, let's get those gloves on and ready, guys. Weights out ready. Start up those motors. Off we go. So curl and press to start with. I want you to engage those core muscles. That's it, yeah. Perfect. Nice. Cardio, you know what we've got coming. We are going to turn that speed up on the right hand side. Let's go. Into our bent rows, guys. So just make sure you're in your box. Imagine you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades. I want you to squeeze it for a second to the top and then lower it back down. Nice, Joy. Good. Keep breathing. Perfect. Cardio, bring your speed back down to your recovery pace. Let's go back on to our curl and press. So it's a little bit of a combo, this one, strength, working the biceps with that first bit, and then into those shoulders overhead. So your weight selection is key with this one. We want to make sure we can still get it over the heads. Whilst you're recovering on the chest, let's go to number 4 on the incline on the left-hand side. I want you to try and speed it up now. Off we go. From here, we are bent raise strength. So Kaya, you know what these inclines feel like now. I want you to try and challenge yourself. Can you clock that plus on the side of that treadmill, even if it's just once? So you're going a little bit toes. So that's where you are aiming your own head height. Get that power behind you. Right, number 6, guys, on the treads. Let's go for it. See if you can maintain that speed now, guys. Let's go. Take it back into the bent rows. Yes, Nicole, looking good. Nice speed. Perfect. Squeeze the shoulder blade to the top. Nice and steady on the way back. Right, so slowing for lunge, that could mean only one thing. You have less than 10 seconds. Hit 0. And recover. Well done. Reset those inclines. Be careful as you hop off the treadmill. Well done. All right. So guys, we are now moving into the upper body in the strength zone. So we have our seated, curl and press to start with. You might want to go slightly lighter on this one, maybe heavier on the bent over rows. Combat, little reminder, you've still got your combination from round 1, but we add on the cross onto that combo. So it is a rip, a hook, rear elbow, and then into that cross, okay? Building on our combination. Well done, good. So biceps, then shoulders with our first one, strength. Keeping that core nice and strong. Right, take it to your first simple cardio, back into our bent over rows. So hinge at the hips, you want your chest almost parallel to the floor, not quite parallel. Actually, you've got something between your shoulder blades and you're squeezing. Okay, right, let's bring that speed back to our recovery. And we're going to sit down on the edge of your bench. Let's go into our curl press. As you're recovering, guys, take your incline a little higher. Number 4. Right, we're warming up nicely now, guys. That's my zone. We've got Dean, Deborah, Sark in the high yellow zones. We've got Nicole hitting that red zone. So the challenge is now, cardio, this next sprint, I want you to try and hit that red. Let's do it. Off we go. Back into the bent over rows, folks. So take your time with this one. Good. Nice, good, perfect work. Okay, so I'm now hitting red. Nicole still in that red zone. Let's bring our speed back down, cardio. Okay, right, so you got one more set of curl and press. Biceps into shoulders. Ground yourself so your feet are on the floor. Just perch on the edge of that bench. Switch on all those core muscles around your back, around your tummy, so you're in a nice, strong position for those curl and press. Cardio, number 6. We got one more sprint going on before your rest. I want you to dig the balls of your feet into that belt, and let's get to the top. Off we go. Taking one more set of bent over rows. Switch on those hamstrings as well at the back of your legs, just so you're nice and strong strength in that position. Combat, you've got a few more seconds of this combo. Dial into it. You know this combo now. Come on, let's go. Yes, Billy, looking good. 3, 2, 1. Hit 0 for me. And recover. Well done. Right, you've got a little breather. Have some water if you need it. Move across the ring. So as you head up to the treadmills, double check that you're on number 2 to start. We've got those 3 intervals coming up. Nice and fast if you can now, cardio. Upper body for you guys in the strength zone. So seated, curl and press to begin with. You might want to go a bit lighter with that one and then a little bit heavier with your bent over rows. Combat, adding on your cross. So that's your rear side onto your combination. So we've got a lead grip, lead hook, rear elbow, and then a cross to finish off. Off we go, folks. shoulder press. A double whammy for you guys in this upper body flexion. Biceps and shoulders. Take your incline up to number 4 for me if you've not already. Guys, I don't want you to drop that into the speed. I want you to keep it the same or higher in round 1. Let's go. Back into the bent rows. So nice and strong through the legs. Reaching into the shoulder blades at the top. And steady on the way back down. Don't let gravity do the work. You lower the back down. That's it. Do you go now hitting that red tile in the cardio zone? Nicole next door. Neck and neck in that red. Bring it back down to your recovery. And then when you are ready, take your incline to 6 as well. Right. Strength. You got one more set of each. Perfect. Just remember, we've got that body shot with our rib. The rest of your shots are aiming for your overhead height. The guard comes back down to each one. Get that calorie speed. Cardio, last one for round 2. Speed it up, let's go for it. Into our bent over row strength. Last set. Cardio, I want you to think about whether you can add a little bit extra onto that speed now. Remember, you do have a nice long recovery coming up. Let's work for it now. Yes, guys. Come on, all the way, all the way. Do not hit that 0 early. We've got 3, 2, 1. Now you can hit 0. Well done. Paul, Nicole, and Dean finishing off in the red zone. Well done. Okay, guys, so we are now into round 3. Sorry. Okay, alright, so as before cardio, we're still sticking with those 3 intervals, 2, 4 and 6. This is your last opportunity now to hit some speed. Okay, so I want you to dig deep and try and really challenge yourself. We've got some core work now, so we don't need to go too heavy on the dumbbells with this one. We're going to do a V sit with a punch. So you're going to be in that V position. Imagine your legs and your back are making that V. You can keep your feet on the bench if you want to. If you want a more challenging option, you can bring them off and do those punches, okay? 30 seconds here. We're then going to do our planks, okay? So ideally we want to be on the floor. Making sure those shoulders are over the elbows, holding that core nice and strong, okay? 30 seconds. We're going to add on a lead hook now, guys. So we've still got our rip, our lead hook, our rear elbow, and then our cross, sorry, a rear hook. We add on the rear hook at the end, okay? So it's a lead rip, lead hook, rear elbow into the cross, and then add on that hook, okay? So rip, come back, into that elbow, cross, and the only difference this time is you're adding on the rear hook. Right, folks, so let's finish this up. Round 3. Cardio, double check that you're on the 2-meter incline. Nice and steady, just get those legs moving. If you are trying to chase that red zone cardio, I want you to think about how fast your recovery pace is now. Can you keep the recovery ticking over, but at a little bit of a higher pace? That's going to ensure a little bit more of a chance of getting into that red. Right, 3 goes. Are we ready? Hit the speed now. Turn it up. Let's take it into our plank, guys. So if you want to, you can use the bench for this one. If you need to adapt, we want to make sure our shoulders are over the elbows. Hips aren't too high. Good. We're looking good with those planks. Make sure we're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Well done, nice. Cardio, bring your feet back down. Let's go back into our V6 punches. Love that. Absolutely smashing that combination. Remember, we've got all those head shots apart from the lead rip. Making sure with that elbow strike, it's very snappy, in and out, okay? The quicker you are with those elbows, the better. Cardio, number 6. not hold your breath. Let's go for almost there. Good. Right, bring that speed back down. You've got one more to come on that treadmill. Back into those V6. Hold that position nice and strong. Good. So if you can, guys, just holding that V without the sitter. That's it. Good, nice. Cardio number 6, you know it. Fastest one of the day now, let's go. Back into those planks. Come back, I want you to give me 30 seconds, hard and fast into that punch bag. I want you to get aggressive. Release all of that stress out with those punches. Make sure those hips, those knees are moving into those punches. Come on guys, all the way, do not hit 0 yet. We've got 3, 2, 1, and hit 0. Nice work. Reset those inclines and get yourself across. Well done. We are not coming back to these zones, guys, so leave them behind you. Move on. Let's grab a couple of light weights for your V-sit punches. You can also do this body weight if you need to. And then you've got your plank, a low plank for your second move. Combat, your combination is the same as round 2, but we're adding on our rear hook this time. Another headshot onto your combination. Okay. Cardio, recovery race. Yeah, nice, good rub, nice. So if you can, we want to try and hold that V position. Rather than doing a sit-up, hold it there, make sure you breathe, and if you need to, get rid of the weights. Just do it body weight. That's it, nice. Cardio, suck in that oxygen, hit that speed, off we go. We're coming down to the floor now in the strength zone, into that plank. So guys, your heart rate should have dropped down a little bit now from that treadmill. We want to be sitting in a nice blue zone, maybe a green zone in this strength area. Use it as a nice opportunity to reset, ready for combat. Cardio, start to bring your speed down, take your recovery. Let's go back in with our V-sit punches. Well then, you're absolutely smashing these core work strands, looking strong. Well done, Ravindra, nice. Okay, we got Nicole Sub hitting those red tiles. Debratino in the high yellows. Cardio, I want you to bring your incline up to number 4. We're going to get ready for interval 2. Off we go. Bring it back into that plank. Good strength. Lots of you now recovering with that heart rate. We've got full drops, so Barry in the blue. That's exactly where we want to be. Strength with this forward. Just make sure you're still breathing. Don't hold your breath. Come back, come on, let's go. I've seen you got out of this. Come on. Bring your speed back down for me on the treadmill. We got one more set of those V-sits. Perfect. So cardio, I want you to dig deep now for this last one. We're going to take our incline back up to number 6. You know how this incline feels. You know what speed you have done previously. I want you to dive in, switch off all those signals in your brain that are telling you to slow down, and hit that higher speed. Let's go. Take it into those planks in the middle. Come back, you got this. Guard comes back after each of those punches through. I want to see those feet moving, those hips moving into those punches. That is where we're getting the speed and the power. That is what is going to elevate that heart rate performance. D, Nicole Sub in red. Give me 3, 2, 1, hit 0. Yes, well done. Right, just be careful getting on and off those treads. Make sure the belt has stopped first. And let's make our way over to finish off this class. So you have now got 3 minutes left. Your final opportunity to absolutely smash your Blaze 45. Grab a couple of lightweight strength. We're taking it into those V-sit punches and then that plank. Combat, you're adding on the rear hook this time, okay? Combination is the same as round 2, but adding on the lead hook. Sorry, rear hook. Right, let's take it into our recovery phase on the cardio zone. So just sitting into that V position, you can rest your feet on the bench, that's fine. Just lean back a little bit so we're still holding that core position and those arms are working hard. Cardio, time to sprint 1 of 3, let's do it. Into our plank position, ideally we want one plank. If you need to adapt this one, guys, you can come into a plank. You can also use that bench if you need to. Right, combat, this is what we're here for, right? We want to punch stuff. I want you to release all of that stress out on that combination. Make sure that technique is on point, and then layer into that speed, that power. Really speed, come on, let's go. Bring it back down into your recovery point on the chest. Let's go back into those V-sit punches. Well done, guys. Right, you're recovering nicely with that heart rate in the strength zone. This is where we want to be. In the green, in the blue. Right, treadmills. You've got 2 more sprints coming up. I can see some of you heading towards that high yellow zone. I want you to turn your tiles red now. Off we go. Speed it up. Oh, let's go, combat. 90 seconds of hard work in this combat zone. All the energy. Well done, okay, nice. Hold that back nice and strong this up. Treadmills, bring your speed back down. Take it 1 more set of those V-hold punches. Combat, you have 1 more minute of your combat zone left. Let's win our fight. Cardio, I want you to take it to number 6 on your incline. Now remember, we are done after this, guys. Okay? You can do this. I want you to have your fastest one of the day. Let's hit the back down. Back into our points to finish off. Unleash combat. Show me how it's done. Do not give up. We are not losing our fight today. Oh no, we got 15 seconds on that clock to win. Yes, Barry, get aggressive on that punch drive. Pull, keep it close, finish it up, in and out, let's go, hold it there. 3, 2, 1, hit 0. Breathe. Well done, alright guys. First and foremost, I just want you to take a moment just to breathe, have some water if you need it. Well done, alright. If you can, guys, get up onto your feet, have a little walk around, let your heart rate drop nice and gradually. We don't want any sudden drops in those heart rates. Have a little walk about, recover properly, and then when you're feeling ready, if you wouldn't mind giving your equipment a little clean down, ready for the next class. Right, if you've got to shoot off, guys, I will see you next week. If you're hanging around for the cool down, we'll start in about 30 seconds. Thank you, well done. Okay, look. Well done. If you are hanging around for the cool down, we are going to start any second. So just find a bit of space in the room. Well done. Alright. Just make sure you got a bit of room around you guys. We're going to start off nice wide feet. And we're going to keep things dynamic. Head and chest lifted. Dip through and just reach up towards the ceiling, okay? So like I say, we're going to try and keep moving. Just nice and gradually though this time. Letting that heart rate recover. On our next one, have a big stretch up to the ceiling, reach nice and tall. Now if you want to, you can stretch out those calves, coming up and down on the tiptoes. We have been working those calves quite hard today with those heel intervals. And then we're just going to drop the arms down, give them a little roll through, shake them out. From there, we're going to bring our arms to the front, so hands to the front, reach in front, and then we're going to come behind. And I just want you to keep moving in and out of that position, so up to the front, getting the upper back, and then squeezing into the shoulder blades. So keep that going. Good work. Widen out the feet. We want to reach down one side, into the centre, and then down to the other. Don't worry if you can't reach your toes. Keep your legs straight, and just reach as far as your mobility will allow you. Just getting into the hamstrings, and taking your time with it. On your next one, we're going to start to make our way down to the floor. So you can bend your knees, make sure you've got some room in front of you. Walk your way out, drop to the knees, and sit on the heels. We're going to go into child's pose, and then we're going to keeping it nice and dynamic, coming out into cobra. So looking up, hips to the ground, a few seconds, and then we're going to go back into child's pose. Okay, so repeating that again, back into child's pose, good. One more into that child's pose, sit on those heels. We're going to come back up onto our knees and hands, turn the toes under into our plank, left foot to left hand like we did at the start, and then reach up. This time you might be able to go a little deeper into those hips. This arm that's in the air, we're going to bring it through towards the floor and try and get a little further into that stretch. When you're ready, come back into that plank, right foot to right hand. Do the same again on this side, reach up, get nice and deep into those hips. And then we're going to bring this arm through down towards the ground. Bring it back to plank for me, down dog position, so heads between the shoulders, hips are high. Just pedaling those feet, trying to get the heels down towards the ground. And as you're doing that, we're going to start to widen out our stance. Bend the knees and walk yourself in. Just hold that squat just for a second. A little bit of pressure on the inside of the knees. And then you can start to curl up nice and slow. All the way back up until you are standing up. Well done. Give yourselves a big round of applause, guys. Thank you for joining today. Before you all leave, we are going to finish with a blaze huddle. I like to set the intention for the rest of the day with a little bit of energy as you leave the room. So bring your fist into the middle for me. We've got less people than we started, but I'm sure you can all be as loud as possible. On three, we're going to blaze to the sky. 1, 2, 3. Blaze! Thank you very much, folks. Right, your MyZone scores are now up on the board. Have a little look at what your red time you got, what yellow time, what green and blue time you got. If you've got any questions at all, please do hold back and I'll help you out, whether that's about MyZone, Blaze, any of the